Yo, so I've really been struggling emotionally for the last few months. It's been quite the roller coaster. um, I've been really sad while I'm dealing with things that happened throughout my whole life, and it's not necessarily like any one thing or any specific pattern or anything. It's just all of these things happen, and it's my specific reactions to everything that I'm mostly upset about. Like, how could I have done that? Like, all of these things made me stagnate my life by like 10 years, and it was my own fault. Like, the circumstances weren't my fault, but how I reacted to them was mine, and that kind of broke my heart. So in the last like 6 months, I've really been working through that, and I'm still sad. Like, just the other day I was crying, and I almost feel bipolar with how, like, I'll cry one day and then the next day I'm like, okay, I've got this, I'm gonna start moving forward to my life. But I know I'm not bipolar. I'm just healing through a lot of traumatic stuff, and I know I'm not bipolar because my mother had me tested, and that's not even true. I had myself tested, but I'm not. So anyways, I was thinking, because I just posted earlier today something to Facebook, and it was a scene from a book that I'm working on, and I really love that scene, and I really adore that book, and I didn't get any likes for it, and it kind of bugged me. It still kind of bugs me, but at the same time, it doesn't, because it's like self-publishing. Like, I just started doing this and self-publishing, and I've got 4 books out, and I can only afford to buy 2. That's where I'm at in life. And I even messed up the first one, and like, I didn't know what I was doing, so this is what I did in the first place. This one's the one that has a sticker on it. But anyways, I was like, no clue what I'm doing. I used white paper. It's supposed to be cream colored, so I'm learning all of these things about this industry that I really do want to be a part of, writing. Like, I want to be a part of that. I want to learn from people who know what they're doing, and I want to work with a lot of people and make my books really good, and I want to get that out there. But before I can do that, I really need to start actually getting my books out there and start putting my thoughts out without being incredibly nervous. And not even just with my books. Like, that's kind of a way that I'm doing it where I feel good about myself, because, well, I don't necessarily feel great about myself, because, like, I'm not trying to market them, but at the same time, nobody's buying them, which is fine. But the whole thing feels like this low-level empowering, because I'm trying really, really hard to do something that I know I want to do, and it's something that scared me, and I've never really been able to admit to myself that I'm scared of this, that I'm scared of failing, I'm scared of success. I'm scared of all of it. And this new level of, like, acknowledging that I'm actually really scared of this stuff, and it's not just writing, I'm scared of all of these other aspects of my life that I know I want, I'm just scared. Like, traveling. I want to go see the world. This place is beautiful. We've got one planet we can explore. If we go to outer space, I'm going there too. But for now, this is what we've got, and I want to see all of it. Like, I want to go as far down into the ocean as we can. I want to do this stuff, and I'm terrified, and, like, within reason, you know. I'm not going to be, like, completely outrageous and like, hey, let's go dive into the ocean with a submarine that's going to kill us halfway down. Like, like, within reason. I'm not scared of being so, like, outrageously irresponsible that that's the problem. I'm just scared of, you know, all of these, like, putting your emotions out there, and I never realized that that was a problem for me. So right now I'm thinking about Dead Poet Society, the scene where Knox goes to proclaim his love for Chris and, like, read her a poem, and whenever he gets back to, and whatever you believe of that relationship, because, like, really he only knew her like a little bit, but it's kind of sweet. I don't think it's necessarily creepy. I do think that what happened when they were drinking was a little bit creepy, but at the same time, they were drinking, they were kids, it wasn't that bad. I've had worse. Like, it's okay. It's actually really sweet, like, in terms of a relationship. But that's not what I'm talking about. The part whenever he comes back and he's with his friends and he said, I did it. And they're like, well, what'd she say? And he's like, nothing. But I did it. And, like, they're all like, what? And he's so happy. That's my feeling right now. It's like, what'd they say? You posted your book, you published your books, you're telling people how you really feel. And it's like, what'd they say? It's not the point. The point is that I did it. The point is that I'm finally getting out of this place where I feel like I'm stuck and I'm trapped. And I've been saying that for a long time, but I never realized that I was trapped in myself. Oh, I must seem crazy right now. Okay, so I'm still healing. Hopefully in the next, like, 6 months, like, this is the last 6 months that I've been really doing better. I have a feeling someone's here. But I'm still healing. See, this is what I gotta deal with. Fiona! Off! So I'm still healing. Hey. But I feel like in the next, like, 6 months, I'll have a much better grasp of what's going on and how I'm handling things, and I'll do a lot better. Fiona! Off! And I'll do a lot better, but for right now, it is what it is. And I've got chaos to deal with every day, and I'm dealing with it, and I'm not losing my mind. I'm not losing my shit. I'm not losing my attitude. I'm not even losing my optimism or my confidence anymore. Like, it comes in waves because I'm still going through this process of, like, this is how I've been. This is how I was, like, conditioned. This is how I'm reacting to that. And this is who I want to be. So I've got, like, all of these things that are, like, working in conjunction with each other. But, all right. But I feel like all of it is coming to, like, this place where now I'm just so happy to be braving my fears. And I never even realized that was an issue that I was having. And, like, one of the things that I learned recently is that I'm a fearful avoidant attachment style. But I'm doing a lot better with expressing my thoughts and opinions and, like, my own, like, personal fears and, like, wants and needs in life and, like, what I really want out of life. Not necessarily to other people, but just to myself, too. And that scares me. It's like, I sat down and I admitted that I want to be a writer. I don't even care if people buy my books. I just want to write. And I started crying because that was never something that I really admitted to myself, that I had this fear of writing, fear of publishing while I want to be a writer. So it's all really, like, really outrageous, but just that whole, that scene from Dead Poets Society where Knox goes, "But I did it." That's all I'm thinking of right now. Because I said in another video, I don't know when I'm going to share that one, but I said my motto is right now, just do it. And I don't mean if other people tell you stuff, I mean, like, things that I know I want to do and I need to do to get where I want to be in life. Like, if I want to procrastinate doing the dishes, I'll literally just be like, I don't want to, just do it, like, in my head, and I'll go do it. And that's been something that's really helping me get by right now. So then after all of that, it's been 6 months where I'm really, really putting, like, effort in, and then hearing Knox, "But I did it." I feel like that so much. I feel that in my bones. And I'm gonna do a Dead Poets Society commentary because that movie changed my life. And I don't mean that in simplistic terms. I saw that movie whenever I was 17, and something else happened whenever I was 17, and those two things went together perfectly. There's something that I've been saying my whole life, like, not my whole life, since I was 17, which is when I was 17, I remembered why I will never be suicidal again. And part of it is that movie. Absolutely. So that movie changed my life for the better. And I still have, like, dips of, like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. And everybody, I think, has that. And especially if you're not doing well and you're not, like, where you want to be or who you want to be. But the fundamental of, like, that idea that got stuck into my head whenever I was 17, that keeps me going. No matter how hard shit is, I'm, like, always got this low-key optimism, this low-key realism, where it's like, and a big part of it was watching that movie. So I'd love to do a commentary on it and just express how it affected me and what the themes are and how you can take away from it, and not necessarily just how I took things away from it, but, like, how anybody could interpret the movie, and I'd love to do a commentary on that. So I just wanted to take a minute and record a video because I don't actually have to today. My work is to do my writing 4 days a week in the morning for 3 hours and do videos on designated days. I don't have anything left to do today. I have a kid playing at her friend's house and I have another kid on the tablet. I'm bored. I kind of want to write, but I don't want to get like into that habit of overworking, especially every time that I'm bored. So the internet's out. So I decided to record a video, which is kind of like working, kind of like not. So anyways, bye.